not something you're doing for your class. Grown-ups have goals too.
We got goals like over there in the out.
Yeah, we have goals in our door too. That is actually my next question. I want to know, what is your personal goal as a person? Not as a class, what is your personal goal? Yama, I need you to pay attention. What is your personal goal? Adami?
To get straight A's.
To get straight A's. Okay, and why is it important to get straight A's?
Because you have to like three C's.
And why is it important to get A's?
You're not supposed to be good at you.
Because what?
You're not supposed to be good at you.
Your mom?
Your mom's supposed to be good at you.
So your mom is happy with you when you get A's? Why is she happy with you when you get A's?
Oh, because
Okay, so when you don't get A's, it's not good. But why is it good to get A's? Why is it important? Who can tell me? Yes, or
it's
yes?
important because it's good for your next grade.
Okay, so you can go to 5th grade, but deeper than that. Why do you want to get A's? What does the A reflect? Salvador?
It's the reason why people want straight A's is because, like, if you get straight A's all the way up to 8th grade, then high schools will want you.
Okay, so if you get straight A's in a Pilsen Community Academy, then you can go to really good high schools. And what, Kevin? And why do we want to go to really good high schools, Dad?
So we could get a really good college and go get a really good job.
Okay, so you can go to a really good college and you can get a really good job. Are there any reasons why we should get A's, Kevin?
Because when you're big and you're like in high school, they could pay you your books and your things.
When you go to college, you can get scholarships.
If you get all A's, because you don't get all A's, then they don't give it, and then you need to pay.
And then you need to pay out of your money. Giovanni, what does the A reflect? When you get an A, what does that mean? When you say I'm a straight A student, what are you saying?
If like get straight A's,
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to repeat what Giovanni's saying, okay?
like it's important because like if you get straight A's, you might achieve your goal, or
Okay.
you might get into a good college.
Good colleges. Yeah, I'm actually going to change the question for you. But when you show your report card and you say I'm a straight A student, or I only have A's and B's, what are you saying? What does it represent?
Well, what it represents is like now you know what to do in school, and like you care about what you're working at, how your work reflects on yourself and your family.
It reflects you, right? It also reflects your family. So guys, really, yes, it's true. When you get straight A's, you're probably going to go to a good high school, you're going to go to a good college, but it also means that you're learning a lot. And that's why we're here in school, right, Amanda? To learn about ourselves, to learn about what's going on, to learn math. So that A really reflects all the work that you've been doing and everything that you've been learning. So it's really important. And sometimes you get a B. And the B's good too, right? It doesn't have to be straight A's. It just has to show that you're working really hard. Okay, number 3. So those are our personal goals. A lot of us want to get straight A's. And what are our classroom goals? What are our classroom goals? I want to hear from someone I haven't heard from yet. Anthony.
The classroom goal is to grow 2 years.
To grow 2 years, what does that mean? You want to grow 2 years in height? Do you want to be taller?
No. 2 years knowledge.
In knowledge, okay. Can someone elaborate on that? I want to add something else. Ready?
We could be ready for 5th and 6th grade.
So when you grow 2 years, Yama, what does that mean? You're going to be ready for what grade?
3rd grade for high school and 8th grade.
So if you grow 2 years right now, you're going to be ready for high school. After you leave Miss Alvera's class, I can send you to high school?
Yeah!
No, it says, what?
I'll be ready for 6th grade.
6th grade, in theory, right? For 6th grade. So we're gaining 2 years knowledge. And does anyone know what test that is, Yama? Do you know? What test is going to reflect that? NWEA. That's the one we go to the computer lab and we answer a bunch of questions, right? What is another goal that we have? Amanda?
At least exceed in 2 tests in the ITEST.
In the ITEST. We're going to take 3 ITESTs. We want to exceed in at least 2. If we exceed in all 3, that's going to be awesome. Anything else, Kevin?
My teacher, can I have a name?
What?
I like teacher, but can I have a name?
Do you want a name?
No, A.
Oh, you want to get an A? Yes, that's your personal goal too, right?
My personal goal, it was to go fifth grade.
Okay. So classroom goal, you want it to be to get A's? Is that what you're saying? Okay, yes. Now, we're all talking about test goals and academic goals, which is great because we need those for real life. But what are other goals that we have in the classroom that they don't have to do with grades? Adami?
To go 1 year in the middle.
That don't have to do with grades or tests. We have other goals that are actually really, really important, maybe even more important. It said?
To be tenacious.
To be tenacious. What does that mean? Mirka, what does that mean when Mr. Lever asks you to be tenacious?
Nice.
To be nice? Not necessarily. I do want you to be nice, but when I say tenacious, Karen, what do I mean?
Never give up.
To never give up. So material's going to get hard and it's going to be challenging, but you should never give up. What else? Another thing that we need to do in this classroom? Angie. To be admirable. And what does that mean, Jose? To be admirable.
To respect the people.
To respect people. What else? To be admirable. What does that mean, Jimena? When Ms. Talavera asks you to be admirable. Admire, admirable. What does that mean? Do you want someone to help you out? Oh, she knows. To be a role model, right? To everyone in the school, we got to be role models. How can we be role models for everyone in the school? Amanda?
To do all your work, do all your homework.
To do all your homework. To not get detention. No one in 106 should be getting detention. Or Angie's a captain in her soccer team, and she was not this week, last week, and you were a great role model, right? You were passing the ball, and you were being a very good team player. What else? What else do I want it to be your goal? Tenacious, admirable?
Efficient.
Efficient. What does that mean?
It means to not waste time.
To not waste time. When we have to work, we should get down to it. Let's get down to business, right? And what else? Yeah.
Mindful.
What does that mean?
Mindful is like how you care about someone else, even if they don't care about you.
So to care about other people, even when they're not being nice to you, make sure you're nice to them. What else? What else does it mean to be mindful? I want to hear from Northwestern. Mindful. Karen?
Georgetown.
Georgetown. I'm sorry, I keep calling you Northwestern.
To think about other people and protect other people.
And that means making sure we're paying attention so Ms. Talavera doesn't have to stop every 2 seconds to tell you to pay attention, right? That means moving our backpacks so people don't trip over that. Kevin?
Our goal is to be like a team and
To be a team, we're Team 106, right? And we're here to make sure that we do everything right. And we're also STAR students. Okay, good. And now I want to move on. Does anyone have any specific instances? Who knows what that word means? Instances. It's a hard word. Anthony?
like when you say for instance, and like an example.
Okay, so name some examples, some moments when someone from this classroom was behaving like a team player. Does anyone have any specific stories? Yama?
Yes, everyone's
Specific?
okay, I can't see.
Whatever it is. Come on, 21. What's your story?
Whatever the word was on here.
Specific?
Specific. Like
Okay.
everyone's
What do you want to talk about?
Angie.
Angie, what did she do that she was behaving like a team player?
Like when you're saying something, Angie's always listening when other people aren't.
She's what?
She's always listening and she's always being admirable.
Okay, even when some people are not listening to her, she's always mindful and she's always listening to other people. That's a great skill to have. Any other stories about someone who wanted 6? Amanda?
Yama is a great team player because she's always efficient.
She's efficient. When you say team player, do you mean in the classroom? Do you mean...
I mean, sometimes when she does her work, she actually knows how to do it, and she does it.
That is so true. I've noticed that too. When you start working, you keep working and you don't stop. You're really efficient. Good job, Yama. Anyone else? I want one more example. Kevin.
Okay. Because what do you think? Oh, he's admirable because He listens.
Okay, so he listens and he does all his work.
He's admirable.
You're admirable, okay, and I've seen everyone in this classroom shown at least once last week how they're team players, and I'm sure we're going to keep doing it this year. Okay, are you guys ready for some centers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys love centers, and I have to finish my testing. So let's really quickly go over some rules about centers.
Yay.
Okay, some rules about centers. Yama.
Rule number 1. When teachers listening, do not go touch her unless it's a fire. No.
Yeah, not interrupt teacher.
Unless it's an emergency.
What should you do if it's an emergency, Vanessa? You show a number 2, right? If it's doing an emergency. And if you have a question, Kevin, guys, you need to go back to level 0. If you have a question, what should you do? And that's an emergency.
Raise your hand and Kevin.
If you have a question, what should you do?
No, you told your partners.
You have your team, your college teams, right? Okay. Oh, you have the rules here. Good. What's another thing that we should keep in mind when we're doing centers? Yes, when you have an emergency, show me a 2. Which I don't want to see a lot of 2s, right? Because I'm sure there's not going to be any emergencies. Arnett? Yeah, when the teacher is testing, we should be quiet. You can use your level 1 voice, but be very mindful. Amanda?
When you're on your when we're on your iPad, don't look at your personal things.
Yes, that's a big one. I'm letting you guys use my iPad. What should you be doing in my iPad?
Playing math games.
Or the other academic educational games. Yes, educational games. True. Kevin? Not right now. So let's finish talking about the rules and then you can go. What else? What are other rules? Adami?
Computers look is to respect the
No? What? You call your voice so they can hear you.
the Nook Center.
What? What is the rule in the Nook Center?
You need to read. You need to read quietly so you cannot disturb others.
Yeah, be mindful, read quietly, don't distract other people. Vanessa?
And when you say 5 minutes, like all the groups, instead of vocabulary and writing, when you say 5 minutes left, we fill out a form. But if you're in vocabulary or writing, just keep working.
Yes. For the Technology Center and the Nook Center, where are the folders? Point out where the folders are. Yes, the red folder's right over there. For the Reading Independently Center, when I say 5 minutes, where should you go? You should point to the folder where you should go. Yes, you get your form. Now, Jose, when you grab a form from the Reading Independent folder, where do you put it? In your reading log folder that's in your desk. What about Technology Center? Karen, when you're done with the Technology Center, what do you do with the paper?
Put it in the
Technology folder. Vanessa, you want to add something?
And if you already have a paper, just go to the folder and grab the same one.
Let's not waste paper, right? If you already have a blank sheet, which I'm pretty sure all of us do, just grab it from the folder and fill it out. Yama, Vocabulary Center. Where do you put your things for the Vocabulary Center? Is that the Vocabulary Center? Over there. Where do you put all the papers that you do in the Vocabulary Center?
You read in your vocabulary folder.
Yes. Now, MIT, where do you put your papers for the writing folder? Ah, I told you the answer. What should you put in the writing folder?
When you go to the writing center.
Yes. That was an easy one. What about the iPad? That's confusing. What should you do in the iPad Center? Yes, Arlette.
You will grab from your technology folder and fill it out. What do you do? And put it in your technology.
Okay. Very good. Are there any questions about what should we be doing in the center?
No.
Questions? Brian, you have a question? No? Adami?
In the Nook Center, you need to grab what's called a reading log for the
Nook log.
for the Nook. What you read, what the title, and what you remember.
Should you grab a new note block?